Hello everyone, welcome to Botany Insider. So in this particular video, I'll be sharing with you all that what was my 3-hour plan in the examination hall, which could be helpful for all the students that are appearing for the upcoming examination in the September month. So I'll be sharing how I planned my 3 hours in the exam hall so that you can get an idea regarding how you have to plan your 3 hours. Why? Because planning of the 3 hours in the main examination is very important. Now, before starting the video, if you are new to my channel, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Botany Insider and keep supporting. Talking about that what was the order in which I attempted the complete examination, the very first focus of mine was on part C first. Why? Because it is the lengthiest part first, and second, it is the most scoring part. As you all know, in part C, we have in total, we have to perform only 25 questions out of the 75 questions, and each question carries 4 marks. So in total, you can get 100 marks out of part C. So make sure that during the initial fresh mind of your complete examination schedule, try to focus upon part C first, as I did. Now after part C, I mainly focused upon part B. That is, I tried or I made sure that all the theoretical questions which I know are completed first. Why? First thing, because theory questions won't take much time. They are mostly one-liners. You just have to read, and if you know the answer, you can just tick mark them according to the correct answer. And second thing, it won't take much time for you. You can give 20 to 30 minutes for this particular part and then move forward to the next part. That is, I also tried that after my part B, I then go to part C. That is, my plan was that first I'll be attempting part C so that I could mainly focus upon the major chunk of the exam, then moving forward to part B, and then finally part A. Now, first thing you have to remember is that you have to be very calculative in the examination. What does this mean? That means have a calculation going on in your mind, at the back of your mind, that would help you to save you from the negatives in the examination. So now, talking about that, in part C we have 75 questions, and after those 75 we have to solve only 25, and each question is of 4 marks. So in total you can attempt or you can get 100 marks out of part C. Then in part B we have 50 questions in total. You have to solve only 35, and each question is of 2 marks. So you can score at max 70 marks. And in part A you have in total 20 questions. You have to solve only 15 out of them, and each question is of 2 marks. So you can get at max 30 marks. So depending upon that how many marks do they carry, give the ranking of attempting same in the manner. First go for part C, then part B, and then part A. It would help you to release down your tension in the initial 1 hour of the examination itself. Why? Because if you have a very good grip over part C, that is, अगर आप part C के major questions भी solve करते हैं, so initial time के अंदर you will see most of your paper is completed. And then if you look at the previous year's cutoff or the percentage at which we get through the JRF, it is at max 56 to 58%. उसके ऊपर percentage rarest case में जाती है. You never know what happens, but that is the safe side. Take it at max 60%. उसके ऊपर कभी भी percentage cutoff की आज तक नहीं गई. So if you have a calculation in your mind that if you solve out 20 questions correctly, condition, because in every part we have a negative as well. So if you solve 20 question correctly from part C, so just calculate 20 into 4, you get 80 marks from part C only. You are left with 60% of 200 is 120 marks. So you are left with only 40 marks in order to qualify for JRF, and you still have a paper of 100 marks in your hand. That is, you still have not yet touched part B and part A. So even if you go only for 20 questions in part C, then in part B, what you can do is you can go for 20 questions in part B. Now depending upon ki what type of theory comes in the examination, or depending upon that how much grip do you have over the theory portion, now number of questions depend over that. You can solve 15, you can solve 20, completely dependent upon कि आपका theory का section कितना strong है. If it is very strong, go beyond 20 as well, no doubt, no issues in that. But if your theory part is not that strong, then try to be in a range of that, so that you do not get any negative bit, because it would affect your complete examination score. Then in part A, make sure that I have been repeating about the importance of part A time and again, and so you can see now that it would help you out to get a very good rank in examination. Part A के अंदर we have 20 question, and out of those 20 you have to solve only 15. Even out of these 15, you solve only 8 to 9 questions. Let's say you have solved 8 questions. So 8 into 2, that is 16 marks you will get only and only from part A. So we have just solved कि part C के अंदर we have solved for 80 marks. Then from part A, let's say हमने 16 marks का solve किया, and let's say from part B you have just solved 20 question out of the pool of 50 question. So you will be having 40 marks from part B. So you can see 80 plus 40 is 120. Then we have 130, 136 marks even by doing the bare minimum question. So you should have a very good calculation in your mind. We just solved that in part C we had 80 marks. In part B we solved only 20 questions and we got 40 marks, and in part A we got 16 marks, so you're getting 136. Now you have to understand one thing, and that is there are negatives as well. So for that you have to increase the number of questions which you attempt. दिस कम्प्लीटली डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू कि आपको कितने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने हैं एंड आप कितने कॉन्फिडेंट हैं अपने एग्जाम में. आई वॉज very calculative in my examination during the complete 3 hours, that I had a white sheet on my left kept in order so that I could just write down that how many questions I have completed and what is the range of negatives which I can get, so that even if I get 2 to 3 or 4 negatives, I would still fall in range of the cutoff marks. So make sure that even if you have a very good plan, you should be very calculative in your mind, as I was. For sure it would help you in the main examination. So now talking about that, the 180 minutes के अंदर हमें पहले part C करना है, then part B and then part A. For part C, give initial 80 minutes of your examination. That is, starting के 80 minutes के अंदर आप पूरा part C cover up कीजिए, and then even if you are left with some question in part C, I would suggest you after 80 minutes leave that part right there and move forward to part B, because otherwise part B रह जाएगा. Now give next 30 minutes to part B, because 30 minutes are more than enough. Why? Because हमें part B के अंदर सिर्फ question को read करना है and then we have to tick the correct answer. They are just theory, so it will not take much time. You need not to have any calculation done for that thing. So 30 minutes would be more than enough. So now you are done with 110 minutes. You have still 70 minutes left in your hand. Give the next 30 minutes out of these 70 minutes to part A. Why? Because अगर आपका part A का 8 या 9 क्वेश्चंस भी करेक्ट होते हैं, it would boost your rank by wonders. Now give the next 30 minutes to part A. Now this depends upon your preparation. If you have prepared well, you might need less than 30 minutes as well, but if you have not prepared, I would suggest you इसके ऊपर ज़्यादा time waste मत करना, because it would eat up your time as you have not prepared, and at the end you will be just wasting your time. So it would be better for you that if you practice well for this particular part, you can easily score 8 to 9 correct answers from this part. Now after these 30 minutes you still have 40 minutes left in your hand, and these 40 minutes इनको फिर से divide करो, like divide it into 20, 10 and 10, in which इनिशियल 20 मिनट्स को अगर आपको लग रहा है कि पार्ट सी में कोई क्वेश्चन को आपको दोबारा गो थ्रू करना है, और वट एवर इज द केस, गो टू पार्ट सी अगेन एंड गिव योर टाइम टू पार्ट सी नाउ. आफ्टर दीज complete 140 minutes, these 40 minutes should be for your revision of the paper. Revision of paper means that if you are left with any question, or if you have doubt in any question, you can go through the complete paper as well again. And you know, in CBT mode we have the best features where you can mark the questions with a different color for review and everything, so you can easily go to that particular question itself and solve those questions then. After these 20 minutes, give the next 10 minutes to part B, that if you feel like that अगर आप दोबारा कोई question read करना चाहते हैं, if you want to read any question again, go for it, just read the question and you'll get through it. Last 10 minutes should be for checking that whether you have marked the answers correctly or not. Now you must be thinking क्या ये इतने time में हो पाएगा? See, one thing you have to remember, if you have prepared well, if you have actually prepared very nicely for the complete examination, 180 minutes बहुत बहुत आराम से यूटिलाइज होकर तीनों पार्ट्स की रिविजन के साथ यू कैन सॉल्व द पेपर. बिकॉज अगर एक एग्जामिनेशन के लिए यू आर गिवन 180 मिनट्स, देन देयर इज अ साइकोलॉजिकल थिंग बिहाइंड दैट, एंड दैट इज द examiner knows that a student, if he or she has prepared well, he or she must be knowing how to actually utilize that particular time. Never ever think that in examination you are just or checked by the examiner for your knowledge. No, the examiner is checking your planning, the examiner is checking your patience level, and the examiner is checking that how do you handle the stress. Because 180 minutes के अंदर 145 questions के अंदर से अपने 75 questions को सर्च आउट करके किसी एग्ज़ाम को क्वालिफाई करना is a complete strategy for planning, of patience and of stress management. Take my words, planning out 180 minutes is very important. I have seen students failing just because no matter आप उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा प्रिपेयर किया था, but they did not plan their 180 minutes. They were very confident regarding कि नहीं हम तो वहाँ पे प्लान करेंगे. बच्चे, no, you have to plan it in advance. Planning of these 180 minutes will be very important for you. You have to plan these 180 minutes. I cannot repeat it, or I cannot insist upon it anymore. You have to plan these 180 minutes. I have shared my plan with you all so that it would give you an idea regarding the time. It would give you an idea regarding the parts, which parts to solve first and which parts to solve at the end, and also how to utilize the complete 180 minutes in the best manner possible. If you found this particular plan helpful, let me know in the comment sections below, and if you wish to make your own plan, go ahead and make your plan. Very important. So this was about for this particular video. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. All my good wishes to all the students who are preparing for this examination. You will do good, you will do in the best manner possible, you will perform well. Just be confident, plan those 180 minutes, and just qualify this examination with a very good rank with flying numbers. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Botany Insider. I'll see you very soon. More informative content, more quality content on my channel. Thank you for watching. Good luck.